congratulations to you guys for that. John Harbaugh's press conference today, and what was he saying there? And I'd say he's a game changer, which he is, by the way. Also, guess by the Mike McDaniel is going to be the Chargers OC, which he is, by the way. Also, Brian Flores, he could potentially, he had a meeting at Seals, by the way, which he did, by the way. Lewis Robert Jr. is going to White Sox, and ZaRuca, they get knocked out safety title shot as well. And OT versus Darkstate next week, guys. All these you know for that, and also much more is coming. I'll get you guys to that. All right, so and don't forget this. Also another. All right, so that's all. Also another. All right, so, something's over the fact that John Harbaugh has no press conference. His inauguration press conference yesterday with the other G-men coach, by the way, and he says right here that all about building. He wants to maintain the building, football, games, practices, weightlifting, exchange and all that. We got a report to the boss, by the way, boss ownership, by the way. And he's happy to be the new G-men coach, by the way. But I'll tell you, look, John Harbaugh, thank you. John, all I gotta say is thank you, John Harbaugh. Thank you for setting the G-men. Thank you for being the new G-men coach. You were a good pick, by the way. I'll tell you about that. You are the guy. You're the matter of fact, you're the standard. Helps the G-men get to a better record. You're the standard that's gonna help the G-men after 18 years. You're gonna help the G-men get to the playoffs, by the way, and potentially go back to title town. And I know they've been struggling now. I know they have, but I gotta say, John Harbaugh, you're the guy. I know sure I have confidence in you. I have utter faith in you, which I do. But John Harbaugh, you got this. You got this. I know you've won one Super Bowl with I know Ravens coach, by the way, which you have in 18 years. But I know for a fact that you're the guy that's going to turn the record around, Giants record around. I know that you're the guy. You're the coach right now, the new G-men coach right now that's going to help the G-men win games. Don't force turnovers. Just try to don't force the plays. Don't make any mistakes and all that. So all that's going to change. And I did say that Giants no longer different ownership, which they were. And then last week, I woke up last week, John Harbaugh, yes, a John Harbaugh effect happened, much like what happened yesterday in that press conference. And John Harbaugh, yeah, in NYC, by the way. So yes, guys, John Harbaugh, he signed like a 5-year offer, by the way. He's getting $100 million per season, by the way, as well. This is a good approach, and this will help the Giants become a whole lot better, more stronger, more wise, more tougher. Got proven next coach actually Dart. James Winston, by the way, as well. And Russell Wilson, he meant to go anyway. He's got to retire. That's all I got to say about that, guys. And that's everything to say on that. So, John Harbaugh, you can do it. I know you can. I know you will. That's all I got to say to John Harbaugh. Thank you, John Harbaugh, for that decision. Another else, by the way, guys. Let's see. Carlos Beltran and Andruw Jones, they're selected to 2026 Baseball Hall of Fame, so congrats on that, but what an honor that's for them, by the way. Also, this. Mike McDaniel, Mike McDaniel, he's coming to Chargers OC, by the way. Thoughts about that, guys? I'll just after he got released as Finn's coach. Thoughts about that, guys? He's going to Chargers OC. That's all you got to know for that. Also, Lewis Robert Jr. is going to the White Sox. Thoughts about that, guys? I'll just as well, buddy. Also, by the way, guys, let's see here. It's going to be ZaRuca getting they're the number one contenders to knockout tag titles. Thoughts about that, guys? If it's going to be tag titles, or bust for ZaRuca. They don't get the titles, by the way. They meant to go to the main roster. That's all I got to say on that, guys. They'll definitely pursue those women's tag titles. That's all news going to for that, guys. I know they should have been in the roster. I know they should have been, but even though Slover got a win late last year, Cena's final match, Cena's main event, and DC against Bailey. Even though Zari, she lost to Genesis last Saturday to Lei Ying Lee for Naga's title. But I'll tell you this, ZaRuca, can they actually bring the Naga's tag titles, by the way? I mean, sure, ZaRuca, they had a women's tag titles opportunity, and now they got a Naga's tag title shot. So they don't get the shot, they don't get the titles, by the way, then it's over for them. They meant to go to the main roster, by the way. That's all they got. They go to those women's tag titles. That's all I got to say to that, guys, as well, buddy. So guys, your thoughts, let me know about that. Where they can wind up at Raw, SmackDown. Let me know about that, guys, as well, buddy. I know ZaRuca, they get the Elegance brand, by the way, which they do. That's all needs to get for that. They get M and H for Elegance, by the way, which they do. Might as well check that out, guys. For Elegance tails. Also others also, by the way, guys. OTM versus Darkstate for the NXT Tag titles next week. Check that out. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I have to go for OTM for that. Also, guys, Tony D get detained again. Yes, you saw what happened last night. Tony D caused collateral damage like he did last week, like he did last night. I mean, took out, Sean Legacy, took out Eli Knight, took out Shiloh Hill, took out Josh Briggs. Got to everybody, but then he gets detained yet again. The question is, will Tony Dean get bail yet again, guys? Guys, your thoughts. Let me know, everybody. I'll just respond to that as well, buddy. I mean, look, and he clearly, Tony Dean meant to be in the main roster. I'm not sure he's going to be actually, he may be going for the next time, by the way, who knows, or maybe he meant to be in the main roster. So, guys, your thoughts about that, let me know about it. I'll just respond as well. That's all you got to know, guys. Also, know there's also, by the way, some NBA news, by the way, that, so the Suns, they beat the Sixers 116-110. You had the Bulls defeat the Clips 138-110. You had the Rockets, they defeat the Spurs 111-106. You had the Jazz, they defeat the Wolves 120-122. Lakers beat the Nuggets 115-107. You had the Heat, they defeat the Kings 130-117. Raps defeat those pathetic Warriors 145-129. So congrats on that, by the way. Also, hockey news also, by the way, guys. Stars beat the Bruins 6-2. You have the Sabres, they defeat the Preds 5-3. Bulls defeat the Sharks 4-1. Canadiens defeat the Wild 4-3. The Sens, they defeat the Blue Jackets 4-1. The Jets defeat the Blues 3-1. And Devils beat the Oilers 2-1. So I guess I'll about that, guys. As well, buddy. Also, this, guys. Well, no rest of the word for the Bills Mafia. Josh Allen had to get foot surgery during the offseason. And the reason why Sean McDaniel got released because over Sav, pressing to draft Keon Coleman. Really? And also on top of all this, worst case scenario, Brandon Beane is nominated as president of football ops for Bills Mafia. Are you kidding right now? Really, Brandon Beane? Pathetic. That's disgusting. It's petty. Bills Mafia, they deserve better. Sean McDermott deserves better. Matter of fact, Josh Allen, he too deserves better. I'm sorry, Bills Mafia, Josh Allen, to Sean McDermott. I mean, clearly injustice going on throughout that, and clearly, I know they deserve better. And I'm sorry, I did a eulogy for Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. I know that I did a petition for them, by the way. But hashtag just for Josh Allen. Hashtag I said Bills Mafia. Bills Mafia, you can do that all you want. That's all I gotta say, that guys. That's all you got to do. Because they deserve what they do. And it clearly, I know they were favorites. I know they're huge favorites to be going all the way. By the way, I know they're favorites to go to the Mount Super Bowl 60. By the way, they're not there. They had a wide open gap, and then they end up losing. I mean, they beat the Jags, and they end up losing to the Broncos in OT, and then lost over a pivotal interference call, and then Josh Allen's a crybaby. Sean McDermott, done to the ninth season. Come on, 91 wins, 90-50 record, 160-58 overall, tied to 8 in playoffs, 0-3 no T's playoffs. Clearly, this is not it. Bills Mafia, like who is going to be Sean McDermott's successor? Who is it going to be? I don't know who it's going to be, but it's I don't know who it's going to be, but there's nothing going to be in the coasters. That's all I got to say, that, guys. This is really not good for them. So they will be Bills Mafia. They would be Town, but they can't get there next month. I know they can't. That sucks for them. So, but you'll still see, Rams versus Seahawks. You'll still see Pats versus the Broncos. That's all you just got to do for that, guys. The Pats got to win that. Also, by the way, guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, so. More tail straps. So TK, he doesn't know what new heights of manhood is, by the way. That got knock on wood. It's a Taylor Swift's Wood song on a Life from a Showgirl album, by the way. Now TK are facing real tests, by the way. Now TK is going to potentially enter the retirement era. And Taylor, she's in the music. I think she's on some Music Hall of Fame awards, by the way, as well. So congrats on that, by the way. But she and Blake Lively, they called Justin Madoni the B word or a clown show, which they did, by the way. So Yeah. So for the, over that, you know, the whole Blake Lamb, Justin Maldonado lawsuits that's been going on lately, last like 2 years or so. But yeah, guys, that's all the news you gotta know for that. And but Taylor Swift's girls, they're gonna be into the wedding area, which they would better. But they're gonna be. I know they got plenty of time to get ready for that, which they do. That's all I gotta say there, everybody. And that's all the news you gotta know. So wedding area date should be announced. You'll see them show up on ABC, CNN, Fox. Who knows, guys? What still plays out. And whatever they show up, we're G and Bang. So whenever they show up, whenever that happens, or probably if you have satellite, who knows about that. But when that day comes, they're gonna announce the wedding area day. That happens, the wedding area is it's gonna happen this year, guys. This year, it's gonna happen. Just you wait and see. Wait and see, guys. Just wait and see. I know there's also, by the way, guys. Let's see here. Okay, so I want to say, by the way, shout out to Maurice Mizanin. Former W star Maurice, by the way. Emma Bunton, Luke Grimes, Charlotte Ross, Levert, even Charlotte Flair, by the way. Hakeem Olajuwon, Jack Nicklaus, Luke Littler, Ilya Tapuria, Charlotte Parks, Meredith Duxbury. You also got Alicia Lamont, Lydia Violet, Minnie Mills, and Jorge Lindenberg Jr. Some of my brothers and also Diamond Goods and Marnie Kennedy. Some of my brothers wish out tweets and please introduce that. That's all these you got. Nobody's all the same, but that's all these you got. Nobody. That's all I can say. That's all these good for that, guys. All right, ladies, that's gonna do it with the Close Sports Report, guys. Like, subscribe to Close Sports Report, usual, guys. Also, don't forget Kim Jae-hoon. He returns to City of the Wolves season 2 tomorrow. Guys, check that out, guys, as well. That's all you gotta know for that, everybody. And also, guys, what are your thoughts on John Harbaugh saying he's gonna change the G-men? By the way, offense and defense. Thoughts about that, guys. And I believe that G-men. I believe that John Harbaugh's gonna be the guy that's gonna press for the G-men. It's gonna push limbs. By the way, I know that he is. By the way. It's going to get them to the playoffs potential, by the way. And I know they got to get a title run, so they're going to do. That's all I say about that, guys. With us, McDaniel becoming the Chargers OC. Thoughts about that, guys. Let me know about that as well, buddy. Also, guys, with us, Carlos Beltran and Andruw Jones being selected in 2026 Baseball HOF. Thoughts about that induction. Thoughts about that, guys. I'll address them as well, buddy. Also, guys, say brother wish out to, let's see, Maurice, Emma Bunton, Luke Grimes, Diamond Goods, Marnie Kennedy, Charlotte Ross, even Charlotte Flair, by the way, Levert, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jack Nicklaus, Luke Littler to Ilya Tapuria, Charlotte Parks, Meredith Duxbury, Alicia Lamont, Lydia Violet, Minnie Mills, and Jorge Lindbergh Jr. Some of my brothers wish on tweets. Be sure to send all you gotta know by soul super like guys. I'll be for breaking news. Times out one day. Someone's hold on with the close for there. This is what late nights you got no soul say, guys. Take care, buddy. You guys have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Bye bye.